Hi everyone, the Lone Wolf here with the results from my second PvP roam. Let's quickly go over the feat. The things that I changed were I took 10 Warrior 2s and then 5 Hammerheads, 4 blasters in the high slots, as well as a small energy vampire and some Kaldari Navy ammo. And I also switched the afterburner for a micro warp drive. Another difference with the previous roam was that my brother came with me. He was in a Blaster Victorax and he had 5 small ECM drones with him. So moving on to the fight itself, we came across a hurricane and a curse on one of the gates, but we actually wanted to try and find some other targets of opportunity, so we decided to move on to a few other systems. In one of those systems we came across a Tango, and while we were trying to chase it down, we actually noticed that there was also a Tempest in local, and then the curse and the hurricane showed up again. So at that point we thought, whatever happens, there's going to be fighting here, so whatever we come across next, we engage it, and that happened to be the hurricane. So I immediately burned in range with one burst from my micro warp drive. I whipped and scrammed him and took an orbit at 500 meter. In the meantime, the curse and another purifier showed up, so my armor was below half pretty quickly, while my hammerheads were doing some pretty good damage on the hurricane. All of a sudden DPS seemed to stop on me, so I suspect that my brother's ECM drones had jammed the hurricane and that most of the DPS was coming from that ship. Unfortunately, the curse was neuting me to death, so once my capacitor was dry and my armor repairing stopped, I just couldn't take the damage anymore, and I quickly went down into structure and then my ship got destroyed. My brother managed to go for a little longer, and I stuck around there to try and see what would happen to the hurricane, because it was already at half armor, I'd say, when I went down. But unfortunately my brother was destroyed just as the hurricane was entering structure. It turns out that the Tango was also on their side, but for some reason he didn't do any damage. All in all, I think this was a pretty fun fight, and with a bit more time I think we could have taken out the hurricane. So that was this week's roam, only one fight unfortunately. But I hope you enjoyed it, and if you guys have any more comments or suggestions for us, just feel free to post these in the comments, but as always remember to keep it polite, and I'll see you all next time.